All right, Sheena, so you're going to show us some glutes exercise today.
Yeah, some glute exercises. So what I've been doing in this kind of off-season-ish time that I've had since my shows in October last year is really working on filling out my glutes. Genetically, I don't have big glutes, so I've had to work overtime for the short amount of time that I've actually been lifting weights to really try and fill them out. Glutes are a big muscle, so they take a lot of time to grow. So just had to make sure I'm doing everything right to grow them as fast as I can. So I like to do my thrusters often on the leg curl machine, because what that does is allows you to just focus on pushing right into that full flexion of the hip. You don't have to worry about the line of the bar if you're using a barbell. It's also a bit more comfortable on here because it's padded, so it doesn't annihilate your hips quite as much. Allows you to go a bit heavier, and you don't have to worry about stability or anything like that. You just focus on pushing and really driving up through the heels. Alright, so we're here on the hip abductor machine. With my glute training, what I've been working on as a focus is on my glute medius, really filling out the outer of the glutes to make them pop out. And so the abduction as a movement pattern, that's what's going to really recruit through the glute medius. So I've been doing a lot of abduction, and this machine's really good because similar to the last exercise we did, you can really just focus on pushing, and you can actually take the weight up, just shift a decent amount of weight. So what I'm going to do here is a reverse hack squat, and I'm going to superset that with squat jumps. So I really like this exercise because it allows me to really get that full hip flexion, even right through to almost hyperextension through the hips to really use my glutes. And as I was saying off camera earlier, what I want to try and actually do with this one is to start using resistance bands to add another dimension to this exercise, because I think it would be really valuable to going down into the squat, and then when you come forward, if you had a resistance band pulling you backward, then not only are you using your glutes to drive through into that full extension here, but what you're doing as well is pushing against resistance from behind you, so you're effectively incorporating a thruster movement into the squat. And I think it would hurt a lot, and it would be good. Yeah, so I'm going to get back to you on that once I work out how to do it. We can't do it here with the mirrors, but one day we'll do it. So we're going to do the reverse hack squat, superset that with jump squats to really smash these legs.
All right.
What we're going to do here, Dave, on the seated squat press is what I call a triple set. So it's like a superset, but you've got 3 exercises. Alright, so the first foot position we're going to do is up high and wide. Toes are turned out about 45 degrees. The weight's in the heels. Knees are going to follow the line of the center of my foot. And come as deep as I can. I'm not going to lock my knees out at the top, so I'm going to keep them soft at the top. Pump out the ribs relatively quickly. Foot to control. So that's foot stance 1, foot stance 2. Coming parallel, again the knee's got to follow the line of the center of your foot so that you're not loading pressure into your knee. Weight's still in your heels, and that's going to drive the work right through the back of your legs. Coming as deep as you can. This one I find it's most tempting watching my clients do it to have their butt lifting off, but you want to really make sure it stays down. And you can can really feel the difference. This one is right through the back of my legs, whereas the wider stance is more for the outer. Third one.
I love the name of that one. What's it called?
This is the ballerina stance. Draws a bit on my sporting background. So you've got your heels together and your toes turned out. And again, really important that your knee follows the line of the center of your foot. So your knees are soft at the top, coming down into a plie, keeping your feet, your bum, down on the seat, pushing up through your heels again here. If you don't have good turn out from your hips here, it's quite hard to have your knees coming too wide. So if you're struggling with that, all you do would be bring your feet in more so that your knees don't have to go as wide, and then you can still safely do it with your knee following the line of the center of your foot, but you're just basically making the movement more closed off. Oh, that must be 20.
Alright guys, we just wrapped up a killer butt workout, glutes workout with Sheena, and it was a good one today. And again, thank you so much for doing that, because you just did that yesterday, and you were a trooper, man. You went all out and just to show your fans what it's like to you know, improve their glutes and everything. So talk to me a little bit about what's been going on, Sheena, and your website, your ventures, all that stuff, your competition. You got some competitions coming up. So what is going on with you?
Yeah, so I last competed in October last year, and the last show I did was the Fort Lauderdale Cup, and I came fourth in that, which was really cool. And I've had a bit of a break since then, just been working on growing my butt. It's been my main venture over the last few months. I've recently signed with Bombshell, which is really exciting. So yeah, lots of stuff happening there, and I've been invited to compete in the Arnold Classic Australia, so I'm doing the Pro Bikini there. My plan was originally to do Pro Bikini at the New Zealand show, and then I would follow up with Pro Bikini at the Arnold Classic Australia, but this year our New Zealand president Mo has decided to do Pro Figure instead of holding Pro Bikini.
Oh, I see.
Because he wants to promote Pro Figure a little bit more to increase the popularity of figure in New Zealand, because bikini is already going off at home. So he's doing Pro Figure, and I'm left with just the Arnold Classic Australia. So I've actually decided, and I haven't actually told anyone about this yet, you're the first to know. So
Scoop!
I'm actually going to be competing at the Orlando Pro Bikini in Florida before I go and do the Arnold Classic Australia, which is really cool because that's where Bombshell is based.
Yeah.
So I also get to go to the Bombshell headquarters and catch up with Shannon and Jen and the rest of the Bombshell crew there, which will be really cool. And then I'll go straight back to Melbourne to do the Arnold Classic Australia, which is a really exciting show as well.
So how many weeks are you from the first show right now?
4 weeks.
4 weeks, okay.
Yeah, 4 weeks out from the first show.
And then 5 weeks from the second one? It's like a week apart? Wow.
Yeah, a week apart, yeah.
Wow.
So it's a bit of a mission, but I really like to do more than one show when I'm prepping. I mean, where I can.
Right.
It's good to do more than one show, and the Arnold Classic Australia is a huge lineup.
Oh, I'm sure.
Invitation only with lots of the best in the world, so it's cool to be able to do another show before that as well, and doing all this hard work with prep. It's
of course.
It's cool to be able to do too.
Wow. So this how many years is that as a pro for you?
I turned pro in March 2014, so
that's fairly, you're a new one, you know, new kid on the block. Yeah, that's awesome.
New kid.
But you've been coming, you know, with Kurt more and more, you know, to California and then train at Gold's Venice and stuff. It's nice to see you guys more often.
Yeah.
You know, it's at least we're really happy to have you here and get some you know, training with Charles, and just it's kind of like going to university a couple times a year for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we came on this trip. Now we found cheap flights, and we thought, hey, that's a really good opportunity to go back to Gold's. Kurt's worked with Charles a lot before, so he wanted to get some training with Charles, and we love being here amongst the atmosphere at Gold's, so it's really cool just to have a week to really focus on our prep and just train hard and
get some motivation.
Yeah,
of course,
well,
right?
Absolutely. It's there's nothing that compares to training at Glutes. So
You
it's
guys were
really
so
cool.
nice to let me know too. I really
It's-
appreciate. This is what's great about social media. You know, when you guys decide to come, you're like, hey, I'm gonna be here next month. So I was aware. So I was really honored that you guys would let me know in advance. But talk to me about your business. Also, you're very busy as a personal trainer over there, and because you were an attorney before a lawyer, you were telling me off camera. I have a tendency to over-explain everything, and I told you this is great. This is something that I think personal trainers should be doing more, because you take the time to not only pass along all the knowledge you have to your clients. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, you said that I explain everything a lot, and I almost sort of didn't really realize that I do.
I love that.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that probably is a little bit to do with my background as a lawyer. I also, girls love details, so
Yeah.
a lot of my clients, well, actually all of my clients currently that I train are girls. A lot of them are around my kind of age. A lot of them are aspiring to compete in a bikini competition.
Yeah.
I also work with people who just want to look hot for their wedding, and that's cool too. But yeah, I mean, I know that girls in particular love to know why they're doing something, and why would I do it this way rather than this way, and how is that going to benefit me, and why do I do it with my weight in my heels instead of my toes or whatever. And
Yeah.
I think it's really important for people to understand the why, as well as just telling them to do something because they're going to get this result. So I mean,
I agree.
yeah, I do explain things a lot.
Talk to me
But-
about your website. You have a new website you're working on?
Yeah, I've got a current website, but what I'm doing is I want to shift my business a whole lot more online. So I've got my current website, sheenajanefitness.com, and that's where I run all of my personalized packages, training, nutrition, competition prep, all of that from. And I'm actually working on upgrading my website at the moment, so I'm going to start running a blog, which is going to go through my website, and also want to work on getting a YouTube channel happening so that I can do lots more training footage, like what I've done with you today, because
Yeah.
I kind of see from social media that people want more detail, and if I have a blog, then I can write in more detail about different exercises, as well as sort of supplements that I'm using or whatever it is, just a bit more detail than what you can put on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yes.
And also I can see from social media that people love videos. They love to actually be able to see you doing something, and I think it's a lot more personal if you you see someone talking rather than just reading what they've written. You
Totally
kind
agree.
of get to know someone a bit better. So I want to work on getting more video footage happening, and so that's why I want to work on a YouTube channel as well. So that's what's in the pipeline for me.
You have a lot going on.
Yeah.
You have a lot going on. Very exciting. Well, Sheena, I just want to say thank you for coming to California, to coming to Golds. Let us get some footage of you and Kurt, and best of luck at your shows. And then
Thank you.
I hope to see you back soon here, very soon again.
We will be back, trust me.
Thank you, Sheena.
Thank you.